Hello, Stitchlings. Have you missed me? Yes, I am doing another FlossTube video this soon. I'm shocked at myself, honestly. Shocked at myself. First things first, if you've noticed a little difference, yes, I did do something different. I wanted a little change up, feeling a little blasé, a little bored, and a little monotonous. So I gave myself some bangs, and I don't know yet if I love it or not, but I think it gives me a little more interest around the face. So I'm all for that. My mom likes them better than no bangs. So we'll see if I keep them or we'll see if I just start pinning them back up again. I'm not sure. I would love it if I had those gorgeous bangs that can go all the way across the forehead and they're just silky and slinky and all that. I cannot. I have such a strong cowlick in my hair. I cannot do better than this. They will not go together, no matter how much gel or ironing or anything I try. They will not go more together than this. Maybe this will come over just a touch, but they will not close the gap. So this is the best. This is the best a girl can get, I guess. Unfortunately, the video I did last week, I showed you some progress on a picture, and I have done a little bit more since then, but I will warn you, I have not done as much stitching this last week because I dedicated a lot more time to working on a diamond painting kit. I kind of got myself obligated to working on the diamond painting kit, and so I've been spending a couple hours a day working on that. It's been so large. The picture is so large, I can't even show my hands, can't go big enough, that it hurts my back to work on it for very long at a time. So I work on it for maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours, and then that's all I've been doing in the way of crafts lately. But 2 nights ago I said I've got to take a break and work on some stitching again, and so that's what I have been doing. So you guys all remember Paris Eiffel Quaker, correct? I was just showing it to you. My own color conversion. Well, I have a little bit more to show you. Last time I did my video, I had about, hang on, your patient little self. I had about that much of it done. Those little decals on the bottom were the last bits I had finished. Well, this last period of time, I finished that medallion and this much more of the alphabet. And so now it's looking like that. And I'm going to move right on over and work on the Eiffel Tower part. And I'm almost halfway done with it. So I'm really happy with the progress on that. This is only the second sampler I have done where there is the alphabet in it. I have done Greystone Manor by Rosewood Manor, which I showed in my previous whip or finish parade, actually, not my whip parade, my finish parade. I finished that last year. I have 2 other ones I plan to stitch as well, but this is my second one, and I'm really liking it. The color palette is completely different from the other one I've stitched and from the original palette of colors, and I'm really liking that. And I love that the little sections of the picture can be done bit by bit, and you feel like you're accomplishing more because, ooh, I got that little decal or icon or whatever you want to call it done on that one. The second one I did, I have a new start to show you, and I'm a little unsure on how to explain it because I did a pattern correction, alteration. I think to call it a pattern correction is an insult to the designer. I'm going to say it's a pattern alteration because there was nothing wrong with the pattern design. I just wanted to do something different. So if you have seen this pattern, which this is a really bad, really dull colored working copy of the front of the pattern, okay? This is really, really bad working copy. This is the Cory Batacore Autumn Sampler. Can you see that? I really, really like some of those designs, but I don't want to stitch the whole picture. So I decided to cut it down, print out copies of all the pages, take them out, cut them, modify it, and paste it all together. And I decided on 6 of the decals, 6 of the days of the year. I'm going to remove the numbers and just have just the pictures. I really, really like it so far. This is what I have begun, and I'm working on the pumpkin at the moment. This is where I am at. I'm working on the pumpkin. Really, really liking it. This is a piece of fabric that a friend of mine dyed for me several years ago. At first I thought it was like a soft pink, but the more I looked at it and when I started putting browns with it, I realized it's really not a pink. It's more like a peachy beigey type tone. It's really nice. It's a very soft modeling, and it looks awesome with autumn tones. Can you tell that? It's so pretty. And it's a very unusual size piece of fabric. It was like an 11 by 24, and so I had to find something very specifically sized for it, and that's why when I had this picture and decided I wanted to stitch just a few of those little images, and I saw this piece of fabric, I figured, oh my goodness, I can just fit them. I will have literally 1 inch on top and 1 inch on bottom and 1 inch on each side, so that I can use the other piece of fabric for another small. I can fit it in there, and I'll have to attach some more fabric around the edge for framing, but I think it's gonna look so pretty. I love the colors and how they look together. I knew it was meant for something autumnal, so that's what I'm working on with that, and I think it's turning out really, really great. Like I said, I printed out the copies of the pattern, and then I was literally cutting around them and putting them on a piece of paper, taping them down, finding exactly the little image I wanted to go in the center because the border is different than the inside, and it was confusing and it took me a little while, but it worked, and I think it looks really good, and I hope it's gonna stitch up really, really cute as well. I was telling you last video that something's just moving out of the corner of my eye. It's a leaf right by the window. I bought a couple things for myself, and 2 of those things included pieces of cross-stitch fabric. So this is a stash enhancement, along with the stash enhancement from my last video. I found someone who was selling off some of their hand-dyed fabrics and found 2 that I really, really liked. And I grabbed them, and they were sold for amazingly low prices. Like, I got these for less than half the price of going through Stitch's website. So I got 2 pieces for less than the price of 1. This one is called Angel Wings. It's a 28 count cast gel, if you can read that. If not, well, I've told you anyway. This is a 28 count. It is an 18 by 27, and it's a very colorful piece of fabric. And I do love the colorful pieces of fabric. This one has like yellows and greens and blues and pinks and purples. It's not a name that I recognize, but it reminds me of Stitch's Bouquet, I think is the name, or is it Confetti? I'm not sure. But it reminds me of one of those, but it's also got gray in it. I keep forgetting the gray. It has more pink than I thought it had in it. I did not know there would be that much pink, but I'm not complaining. I'm just trying to rack my brains on what I'm going to stitch on it, because I know it'll be beautiful for something. I just haven't decided yet. So that is one more piece of stash acquisition. That is the only real stash I have added this last couple of weeks. I have been slowing down super, even Joann's, because I was buying a lot of things because I was getting all these rewards, and so I would get my money and then I'd go buy more and I'd get rewards and I'd go, yeah. I'm slowing down on that super big time, because for some reason my rewards, I haven't been getting any. My mom has been getting reward offers every week. I have gotten none for almost 2 months now. So, which is crazy, because I definitely deserve to get the rewards, because I've been buying things even though I haven't been getting the rewards, because I get the good coupons. I go make a purchase and I zap my little scanner thinking, well, if they see I'm making purchases, maybe they'll kick that back in there to give me more rewards. I still haven't seen any. So yeah, I'm really pulling back on what I'm buying. For the time being, I'm going to basically be doing Stitch from Stash. Other than this little 1, 2, 3 stitch order I placed for the supplies for my poison ivy, I'm really not doing any more. So hopefully by the time I do my next video, I will maybe have a new finish to show you, and also maybe a new start. But I also hope I am very much closer to being able to show my tutorial and a finish on poison ivy. I'm not showing you her right now because I really want to get her finished, and I don't want to have any more sneak peeks on her. So hopefully I will have that tutorial for you soon. I'll be able to finish it up. I placed my order through 1, 2, 3 Stitch for some of the supplies, but they have unfortunately not arrived yet. As soon as they do, you know I'm going to be jumping right into finishing her up and putting a lot more time into her. I'm super excited for another Nora Corbett finish. I have finally decided on the accompanying fairy that I want to stitch to go along with my Colombian Nymphalid, because I figured she needed a companion piece. She needs something to match her. And so the one I've decided I want to stitch is Aurora Morpho. If you have seen that one on 1, 2, 3 Stitch, she is another one in the collection, but she is also in a shorter skirt with boots on, and I thought that she would look really good as the companion piece, and the colors also blend really well. So that's the one I'm holding out to do next, when I get all of her and the pattern and all that. That's the one I want to do as her companion, and I think it'll be really cute, and it might even replace this little cutie on the wall, because I'd love to have a couple Noras up together. That would be fun. I'd love that. So anyway, I was going to go ahead and show you a little flip through. If you're only interested in the stitchy talk, then you can kind of sign off here. But if you do want to wait around, I've just got a couple more minutes here. I just want to give you a little flip through visual of some of the new things I have listed on my Etsy shop, because I've got a new little selection of things. I am kind of stretching out, expanding the kinds of things I'm selling a little bit. I'm not going crazy. I'm just kind of wanting to reach someone who maybe doesn't want a scissor fob particularly. Maybe you just want a pretty fob. So I am now selling some key fobs and some purse fobs, and I thought I would give you a little flip through showing you some of those so you get a better idea of what I've got available. Also, I have a couple new sets of needle minders that are very fall and autumnal themed. Those are cute. There's pumpkins and scarecrow and pumpkin patches and turkeys, and they're very cute. So if you have any interest in that, stick around for the little flip through. Other than that, if you're done with this video, that's totally fine. I hope you have enjoyed it. I was just gonna say, I have received so many kind responses after my last video sharing some of the health things I've been dealing with, and I really, really appreciate everyone reaching out and just making a connection and just speaking from your heart and letting me know that you're thinking about me and that you care. I really appreciate that so much. And I've even received some suggestions on what I can do, because I mentioned I don't have a job right now. Some people have mentioned suggestions on what I can do, and the surprising part is some of those things I have been mulling over already, and so it was kind of like a confirmation. Okay, I guess maybe I should be thinking about that more seriously, because if other people are suggesting it, it must be a good idea. So I'm going to be looking into a couple more options. I really want to do some more tutorial videos along the way, and I'm loving the audiobook. For those of you who've been listening to the audiobook, I hope you've been enjoying it as much as I have. I've just posted the 25th chapter. There are 29 total, so the book is almost done. And a little tiny hint and a little tiny insider sneak peek, I have finally finished recording all 29 chapters. Now it is just time for a lot of editing, and then they'll just get posted as soon as I can get them finished. I would actually love to get them all posted up before the whole Monday. I would love to get them, the last ones, posted quicker than that, but we will see how that works up. I have some noisy neighbors and some noisy dogs in the neighborhood, so there are a lot of spots I have to take out and edit because I get background noise, guys. And so I have to listen really carefully and see what does sound good enough and what is not acceptable in my recordings. And so, yeah, if you've been waiting till the book is fully released to start listening, you don't have much longer to wait. I'm super excited to say. So anyway, until I see you guys next time, be brilliant, be blessed, and have a fantastic fall. It is becoming sweater weather, and I decided if I was going to wear this cute little cutout shirt, I better wear it now because I'm going to start getting really cold, and so decided to wear my one little last hurrah to the warmer weather, and on to lots of warm drinks and lots of cozy meals. So until I see you next time, guys, ciao for now. Hey, you guys. So it wasn't until after I left my recording studio, she says sarcastically, and I went in to make dinner that I realized I forgot to ask you the question I intended to ask you all along. What is your favorite holiday stitch, your favorite seasonal stitch this year? How many have you started? And more importantly, how many of them have you finished? Go ahead and tell me, put me to shame. I probably deserve it, but I would love to know. Bye for now.